Friday Night Funkin has often been called the most beginner-friendly and easiest rhythm game, so I wanted to put that to the test. I wanted to see if you could beat the entirety of Friday Night Funkin on hard mode without ever pressing down. The rules are simple. We're going to go through every single song in every single week without pressing down, and it has to be on hard mode. If I can't do the song, I'm going to change the difficulty to be lower or just skip it entirely. If either of this happens, it will be counted as failing the song. Now that we have the rules set, it's only uphill from here, and left, and right. The tutorial was easy, and it would have been really embarrassing if I failed the tutorial, right? Perfect. After that comes the first actual week of the game, Daddy Dearest. He heard from his daughter that we almost failed her tutorial and really doesn't want us to date her because of that, so he's going to challenge us to a rap battle.
2, 1.
The first two songs were pretty easy, as expected, because they're pretty much the real tutorial. But Dad Battle was a lot harder. I actually almost failed it right at the end, which would have been really funny, but I didn't and was able to beat the first week, and we have 4 out of 4 songs completed. Now the second week, especially for new players, is where the difficulty ramps up an absurd amount for no real reason. So it might not even be possible with only 3 out of the 4 arrows. Just kidding, it's so incredibly easy. Even the monster guy just kind of made a fool of himself when he sung about eating me while getting pretty much destroyed. This challenge has been going way better than I thought it would, and it's not really that interesting, because it's just a game, but I don't get to play it as much. All of the weeks so far have been entirely possible, and all 7 of the songs have been incredibly easy. I hope that Pico makes it slightly more difficult. What the hell? Pico is even easier than the second week! Besides a little bit of trouble in the third song, I guess, we were able to be pretty much entirely winning in all 3 of Pico's songs. Mom was not happy that I embarrassed her husband by beating him without even pressing down, and was not holding back at all. The first and second songs were pretty easy, a little bit of back and forward, but we were able to get through. But MILF was completely impossible.
3, 2, 1, go!
No matter how many times I tried, I would die, and I died, and I died. There's just too many down notes at the beginning for you to be able to get the health back in time. Even if it was possible, I don't think I would be able to do the stair part without pressing down, and then the part afterwards I would die anyways. So sadly, I had to decrease the difficulty to normal and beat it. What the hell? This is impossible too! So I had to switch it to easy, and then I was finally able to beat her, and that's the first failed song in a run. I thought it was kind of funny what the easy beat drop looks like though. Week 5 should be terrifying, because we almost lost to the dad and then got obliterated by the mom, so if they're working together, this should be impossible. Nope, no, it's really easy. Able to do the first songs with barely any problem, then the monster showed back up and just embarrassed himself again, like it was not even close. Next up is Senpai, and his is probably one of my favorite weeks in the game. I love the dialogue and how he progressively gets more mad. And I'll be honest, I'm just talking so I can keep having this song play, and I don't mind because I really like it. Anyways, the first song was really easy, and after he threatened to rip my nuts off, we were able to beat him in the second one also very easily. But the third song, when the ghost comes out, was a lot more difficult. That was honestly the closest song that we didn't fail in the whole run so far, because instead of almost failing at the very end like Tutorial or Dad Battle, ignoring how we failed MILF entirely, it was a struggle the whole way through. But in the end, we're able to win and go to week 7. Tankman was next, and despite the increase in quality, surprisingly it was even easier than the previous week. All 3 songs were incredibly doable. I'm kind of surprised because I assumed that this is where I would struggle the most, as was probably the hardest week for me when I first played the game. Now that we finished week 7, we're entirely done with playing as the boyfriend, and it's now weekend 1 or week 8, which is Pico's time to shine. The first song was very easy as expected. Even with the terrifying amount of down arrows on Darnell's side, they're never actually on Pico's side in the second one, so that one's also doable. And because of the on-fire spray can hit you in the third song, unfortunately that one is also impossible, as you have to dodge them with the down arrows. When it comes down to a fist fight, Pico's apparently much better at singing than he is at fighting, and Darnell is able to knock him down every single time. That's it for the challenge. Only 3 of the songs in the game were unbeatable, which is a lot less than I assumed. Here are all the songs that you're entirely able to do, and here are the ones that you aren't, and you can do every single week except for 4 and 8. If this video does well enough, I might even try the Erect or even Nightmare Mode songs eventually. But how easy this challenge was kind of disappointing. You know, it makes me think, what would happen if I tried this?
3, 2, 1, go!
Holy shit.